Sairam children. Children, in the previous video we have started chapter number 12. So we have discussed till now about the tuples, how we can create the tuples, how we can use that tuples, what are the types of tuples we are having, all we have discussed. So today we are going to move forward in the same chapter. So let's start with the part 2 of chapter number 12. Children, now we know that how to create the tuples. Let's see how we can access those tuples. Okay, what is the meaning of access? Access means usage. How we can use that tuples. So tuples are immutable. We know that tuples are immutable, non-additable sequence having a progression of element, thus other than editing items. So you can do all that you can do with list. So whatever we can do with the list, in the same manner we can use tuples also. Thus, like list, you can access its individual elements as well as. So before we talk about that, let's us learn about how elements are indexed in the tuples. So indexing of tuples and lists we should be clear in our mind. So we are going to talk about how tuples are similar to list. Okay, children, try to understand this we have already discussed in list also. Let's recall that. See, suppose you are having tuple 1, in that you are having a, e, I, o, u. So inside a tuple, what you are having? A, e, I, o, u. Okay, all the vowels you are having inside the tuple. Okay, now if we are talking about the position, how they are storing inside a tuple. So if you are moving in this direction, it means you are moving left to right direction. So this type of direction, when we are moving to left to right, is called forward indexing. What we can say is that forward indexing. But when you are moving in this direction, it means right to left. This is called backward indexing. So when forward indexing we are talking about, we start from 0 and move forward till number of elements you are having in that tuple, like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, in this way. But if we are talking about backward direction, that time you will start with -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, in this way. Okay, now so if we are saying that at tuple 0th position, what we are having? We are having a. So if we, this is 0, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, then -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. Okay, now 0 and -5 both are having same data a. Tuple 1, this is the name of tuple. At 1 position and -4 position you are having e. At 2 position and -3 position you are having I. At 3 and -2 position you are having o. At 4 and -1 position having u. So this is a way of representing the tuple element. See, let's see. So 0 and -5 position you are having a, and 1 and -4 position you are having e. 2 and -3 position you are having I. 3 and -2 you are having o. 4 and -1 you are having u. So similar data you are having at two different positions. This is a way of representing the data in the forward and the backward indexing. Okay, now let's talk about another thing. See, the length, the function length returns the number of items. So if you want to know, see, if you are having T1, this is the tuple A, E, I, O. So if you want to know the length of this tuple, how you can find out? You can find out with the len function, len T1. So with this you are going to have the length of the tuple. Then indexing slicing. How? So this we have already discussed. Left to right is the forward and right to left is the backward indexing. Then third is membership operator. Both in and not in operator works on tuple just like they work on other sequences. So whether anything is present in that tuple or not, so in and not in operator both we can use. Concatenation replication operator, plus and multiplication, both operators work in the tuples as well as. Okay, now accessing individual elements. So let's see how we can access individual element of tuple. So as mentioned, the individual element of tuple are accessed through their indexing given in square bracket just like list. So A, E, I, O, U is present inside this parenthesis. A is at 0 position, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, vowel 0th position, what you are having? A. Vowel 4th position, what you are having? U. Minus position. So if you are talking about backward, you are having -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. So at -1 you are having U. At -5 you are having A. So in this way you can access the individual element of the tuple as well as like we were doing in the list. Okay. Now write a program to print a tuple first 3 and last 3 element in the following manner. See how you have to print. See, this is your tuple 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So let's do the forward indexing and backward indexing. 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's do -1, -2, -3, 16 is at -4, then 15 is at -5, 14 is at -6, then 13 -7, 12 is -8 and 11 is at -9. Okay, so first element, you want first element and the last element. So how you can do? First element is at 0 position and last element is at -1. So you can write T1 0, T1 -1. Then you want second element and second last. So second element is at 1 and second last element is -2. Then you want third element, third last element. Third element is at 2 and third last is at -3. So in this way you can print the output in this format. So you should know how to do indexing, children. If you know about the indexing, then you can do such kind of printing of output as well as. Now let's see difference from list. So in the previous slide we have discussed how tuples are similar to list. Now let's talk about how it is differ from list. So only one thing tuple is different from list, that is mutable. Lists are mutable, we can change the elements at the same place, but in tuples we cannot. Okay, so immutable type with mutable type. So how we can do that? This we are going to discuss little bit after some time. Okay, so let's discuss how we can traverse a tuple. What is the meaning of traversing, children? Traversing means from the starting position, like this Python is a kind of tuple which is stored inside this T. So traversing means from the starting with P and it ends at N. So we have to print each and every element. So for A in T, now we are using loop here for A in T. So loop always start from the 0th position and till the end position. So at the 0th position it is going to print P. Again it jumps here, now is at 1, at one position you are having y. So in this way the whole Python is going to be print. So this is called traversing a tuple. Now to program to print elements of a tuple, hello, isn't it Python fun, in separate lines along with the element both indicing positive and negative. Now this is your 0, 1, 2, 3. This is your forward indicing. And when we are talking about reverse negative indicing, this question mark is at -1, fun is at -2, Python is at -3, isn't it at -4, hello is at -5. So both indicing you need to use while printing the whole message, hello isn't it Python fun this. So at 0 and -5 you are having hello, at 1 -4 you are having isn't it, at indicing 2 and -3 you are having Python. So in this way you can print the whole thing. I hope you can do such kind of questions. Now let's move to the next. Next is tuple operation, the most common operation that you perform with tuple, including the joining tuples and slicing, is joining the tuples. How? See, this is your tuple 1, 1, 3, 5, tuple 2 is 6, 7, 8. So tuple 1 plus tuple 2, both the tuples get joined together, you will get the same answer. 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8 together. Then tuple 1 is this, tuple 2 is this, tuple 3 is this. So all going to add together and represent as tuple 1. So you will get this. So we already discussed about this, that plus operator we can use in this tuples. Okay, then repeating and replicating tuples, list string, and you can use this multiply operator to replicate a tuple. So tuple 1 is 1, 3, 5. So if we want to repeat this 3 times, so what you have to do, tuple 1 multiply by 3. So you will have the same input 3 times. So plus and multiply works in tuple. Now let's talk about the slicing the tuples. Let's talk about slicing of tuples. Slicing of tuple, what is the meaning of this? See, this is a kind of tuple. Now you have 3 and -3. It means start position is 3 and position is -3. So when stop position you are having, you have to reduce one more step. So -3 -1 gives you -4. So at -4 you have to stop and you have to start with 3. So let's indice this 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Till 8 the length is there. -1, -2, -3, -4. Okay, so 20 is at 3. 22, 24. So this will be the output. So this is called slicing the tuples. Okay, the start and stop position you need to be take care. After that you will get the output. Now next is write a program to input a tuple and create 2 new tuples from it, one containing its every third element in the reverse order. So try this at home. This is your homework. I hope you can do this question. Okay, so in your book this question you are going to have, let me show you the page number of your new book. We are discussing your new book. Okay, so this question is at page number 427. So try to solve this question. This question is present there only. Next is the same question. 3 tuples are there and you have to produce which of the 3 tuple will produce the 2 tuples having identical element but in reverse order as per the code given below. So try both questions at home. Now next concept is about comparing tuples. So you can compare 2 tuples without having write a code with loops for 8. For comparing 2 tuple you can using the comparison operator. So you are having these operators with us. You can compare and decide. So in A tuple you are having 2, 3. At B you are having 2, 3. So A equal to B. Now 2 equal to signs are there. It means a question is asking that A is equal to B or not. So you will have true. then see you are having string. See, there you are having integers, here you are having string. So A equal to C, you will have false, because integers and numbers having no comparisons. Okay, so in this way you can compare the things. Now, unpacking tuples and packing tuples. So this is a new concept which we have not discussed in list. This is present in the tuple. Let's see what is the meaning of that. So creating a tuple from set of value is called packing, and its reverse, creating individual values from a tuple element, is called unpacking. So when we are giving name of tuple T and we are giving value 1 2 3, so this is called packing. We are packing a tuple. So T is a tuple. In T tuple, 0th position you are having 1, at 1 position you are having 2, at 2 position you are having 3. So this is called packing. Now what you are, so T is the existing tuple here which is having 3 values 1 2 3. Now you are creating one more, you are giving this tuple values to different variables. So I am giving W, X, Y. So 3 variables are there equal to T. So T is also having 1 2 3. So by this, W is going to have 1, X is going to have 2, and Y is going to have 3. So first we have packed the tuple, after that we have unpacked the tuple. Okay, so like this, now W is going to have the value, X is going to have a value, Y is going to have the value. So in this way basically we can pack the tuple and unpack the tuples. Okay, now the next concept is about deleting the tuples. The del statement of Python is used to delete items and object, but as you know that tuples are immutable, which also means that individual element of a tuple cannot be deleted. If you give a code like that, so delete T1, T1 is a tuple, T1 two position data you want to delete. So this cannot be happen because tuples are non-modifiable, so we can't delete anything in that. So how we can do such kind of things? T1 is equal to 5 7 3 9 12. So this is the value, delete T1, the whole T1 you want to delete. So T1 is not defined in that. Okay, so whole tuple you can delete, but you cannot delete individual item from that, but you can delete a complete tuple. So that is possible in this. Okay, now let's move to the practical work. Let's see how we can create the tuple, how we can use that tuple, everything. Let's do one program in that. Okay, let's make one tuple T1. I'm making tuple here equal to A, comma, B, comma, C. So I have created tuple here. Let's print this. Print T1. So see the output. You are having A, B, C. So you are able to see that output. So we have just created a tuple here. Okay, now let's see the individual item in that. So tuple, we want to know tuples one position what we are having. Let's print that. So in that you are having B. So see, you are having only B because we are using this kind of bracket. You are not having this B. We are not having those. So this is similar to list. That is why you are having only B in this. Okay. Now let's see one more thing in this. So what we can do? Let's add two tuples. Next tuple, let's create T2 equal to H. F. Okay, so let's add these two tuples. So what I'm doing, T1 equal to, so after adding T1 plus T2, output is going to print inside the T1. Okay, so T1, let's print. So both tuples get together. So the union of two tuples is this with the help of plus. Now one thing I would like to show here, that both are of string. Okay, both are containing string. So but we can't add string with numbers. So if I am making tuple which contains only number 2 comma 4, so you will face an error here. No, you are not facing error here. Tuple plus number. Okay, in this way you are not getting error. But so instead of this, in T1 you want to add plus 2. So here you will face an error, because here what I am doing, I am trying to add string with number. So this face error here, this is wrong here. If you want to add something, two tuples we can concatenate, but in this way you can't add a number directly to an existing tuple. Okay, so after that, let's try to delete a tuple. Try to delete something in the tuple. So if I'm saying that del, okay, del T1, let's delete T1 at T1 position 0 1 2. So at 2 position data I want to delete. So here you will face an error. Why? How you will face an error? Because we want to delete an element from a tuple. We are not deleting. So this is not possible, because removing a particular element, it is not possible. Okay, so if we want to delete the whole tuple, that is possible. So let's delete T1. So T1 is not defined here. See, now T1 is not defined here. Okay, so in this way we can deal with the tuple. I'm ending this video. We will meet in the next video with the new concept. We are going to discuss few more concept in the tuple. Till then, take care of yourself. Sai Ram.